Welcome to my next video, or this video technically. I'm recording this at the same time I did my last video with my, that's uploading, of my DDD deck profile strategies, or not deck profile, deck strategies. But now I'm going to go ahead and do my Rokket deck profile. So let's go ahead and get started by separating the extra deck from the main deck, obviously. So start off, staple, triple, tracer, don't even need to go over it. When it gets destroyed, or I'm sorry, quick effect, you can destroy one Rokket, or destroy one creature, special summon a Rokket from your deck. I'm so sorry, my head is twisted. I'm tired, this COVID-19 is driving me crazy still. But, that's gotta get somewhere. Next, triple Router. When you control a Rokket, you can special summon this card. When it's used for a link material, you can add one Rokket monster from your deck to your hand. Or sent to the grave, sorry. Mainly used for link material. Alright, now all the rest of the Rockets in the deck have the same effect of being targeted by a link monster, destroying itself, and effect triggers. And when it gets destroyed, it special summons another Rokket from the deck. So, Magna, when it gets targeted by a link monster, it destroys a creature on the field, or a monster, playing too much Magic recently. And then when it gets destroyed, at the end of the turn, you can bring out another Rokket. Except Magna Rokket. Auto Rokket, it destroys a spell card. Metal Rokket destroys a column. This is the only exception to those, with the except Tracer and Router, is Synchron. When it's normal summon, you can target one level 5 or higher Dark in your grave, special summon it. Its effects are negated and destroyed during the end phase. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except Dark monsters for this turn. It's the only exception in here, because I forgot it was in here. Okay, so now back to our chain. When Aniseth, I'm sorry if I pronounced these names wrong, when it gets destroyed, or targeted by a link monster, destroy it, and target one monster, it can't attack or destroy it. Can't attack or use its abilities. Shell Rokket clears the creature in the same column and the two next to it. And the Silver Rokket allows you to look at your opponent's extra deck and banish a card. And then Exploder Rokket just deals 2,000 damage to every player. That's it for the Rokket lineup. Moving on to our non-Rokket lineup, we got double Gateway. I forgot I updated that. Gateway Dragon. If your opponent controls a link monster, you can special summon it. Once per turn, you can special summon one level 4 lower Dark monster from your hand. So it allows you to special summon pretty much any of your Rockets, with the exception to Router, which kind of counts the Rokket. It all depends on personal view. And Exploder. Next we have 2 Keeper of the Shrine. Keeper of the Shrine, when a dragon gets destroyed, you can special summon it. If it was a normal, you can add a normal monster from your grave to your hand. It's in here because you're always destroying your Rockets, but if you see it too often, you can brick with it. And then for the last of the monsters, we're running 1 White Dragon Wyvern Burst and Black Dragon Collar Serpent. These are kind of optional. These are eventually going to come out for Speed Burst, but I don't have Speed Burst, so this is the next best option. Alright, so that's it for the monsters. Moving on to the spells. Triple Quick Launch. Staple, Special Summon Tracer. If you already have Tracer, summon something else for Tracer to pop. It summons a rocket from the deck, but destroy it during the end phase. It's a quick play spell, so if you're open, it makes a nice squib draw. Excuse me if you can hear my dog barking. Target one rocket you control, destroy it, and draw 2 cards. So, I would say this is a +3 when used properly, because you can destroy a rocket, not Tracer or Synchron, and then you draw 2, and then you get another rocket at the end of your turn. That's very nice. So I see it as a +3. Some people see it as a +2. I haven't heard anyone say it's a +1 yet. But Oral Regenerator. Equip spell, it is once per turn, which is why it's at 2, not 3. So you can summon any rocket from your grave, but banish it when this card leaves the field. So if the monster gets destroyed and then this leaves the field, you're fine. But if this gets destroyed and then, like if your opponent MSTs it, then it gets banished. That is no problem. And if you do, you're going to do it on something like Magna, to where you can always bring it back. Magna, Metal, we have multiple. 2 Boot Sector Launch. I tend to see 3, I see it too much. All rockets gain 300, and once per turn you can either special summon 2 rockets from your hand, or any number from your grave equal to the number of monsters, or equal to the difference in you guys' monsters. So if your opponent has 2, you have 9, you're allowed to summon 2 from your grave in defense. Both of them summon a defense. And then last we have Boral Supplier. During each of your standby phases, if you control Boral Link monster, target 1 rocket monster in your grave, special summon it, destroy it during the end phase. You can only use the effect once per turn. That is a free rocket at the end of your turn, basically. That is if you don't use it for a Link summon first. Next, we're Dark Hole. Destroy all monsters on the field. It's not really going to hurt your deck. And then Polymerization. Just so you have something to go into. Moving on to the traps, there's only 2 traps, Tactical Exchanger and Boral Cooling. Target 1 face-up rocket, destroy it, and if you do, special summon a rocket with a different name from your deck. Well, I'm sorry, 1 face-up monster. This is pretty much a Tracer, but a trap card. And then Boral Cooling becomes an equip spell by tributing a rocket, targeting a Boral Link monster, and equip this card to it. Once per turn, quick effect. Target 1 monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect this turn. That's the effect it gains. Alright, moving on to the extra deck. Double Boral load. Pretty basic. Sorry. Thank you. One of these is going to come out, or actually I think both of these will come out for Boral Sword and Boral Guard. But I'm still debating on that. I don't even have them yet. No, these are going to stay. I'm going to triple Quad Boral. Quad Boral is a playmaker, especially when playing against other Link-based decks. Destroy a Link monster, and you get to summon. Well, destroy any card on the field at the cost of a discard. And then if you destroy a Link monster, you can summon rockets from your grave equal to the Link rating. Next, triple booster. I think I'm going to take out 2 of these. 1 for Boral Guard, 1 for Boral Sword. No, I'm just going to take out 1 for Boral Sword. Booster, 2 rockets. It isn't considered a Boral monster though, which is why it's not as good. If it gets destroyed, you can special summon one other dragon from your grave. You can only use this effect once per turn. Next, 2 topologic Zerabaros. Whenever I've had this out on the field, I haven't had any other rockets out other than once. So its effect won't really hurt. But also at the same time, by having these out how they are, it can hurt you if you did destroy a bunch of rockets come the end of your turn. But it's mainly in here, and I'm going to take one out for a Boral Guard. It's mainly in here for Quad Boral. Destroy that, special summon 4 rockets from your grave. That's nice. And then we have 1 topologic Trishabana. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. It's the same thing as Zerabaros, except it banishes that 1 monster and all spell traps on the field. You're not going to have many spell traps set, just because on how the deck is. But it's a nice board clear. Now this is going to, for now, Triple Burst Dragon. It is going to come out for the Boral End Dragon, that if it didn't come out recently, it's coming out, should be coming out in the next box, I believe. I don't know. And then this one is coming out for a Striker Dragon, Agave. I don't have Striker Dragon, don't ask how I don't have Striker Dragon. And then, that's it for the links coming for the fusions. You could run either of those however you would like. Boral of Furious Dragon, Savage, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. I want to run 1 Furious and 1 Savage, but I don't have Savage. So, I ran Starving Venom Fusion Dragon until I ended up needing it for another deck, so I had to take it out. But that's it for this deck profile. If you have anything you would like to say, you can comment down below. You can message me on Instagram at team.yukio.casual. I will always reply. Thank you, and that's pretty much it. Later.